Folks, before you even start today's video, pause it and go over to shopwcbs.com and get yourself a world-class Bullshitters t-shirt. We just launched, we have some awesome designs, and we're going to be adding more monthly. We're going to treat the store as a reflection of the channel. We have a great joke on a show, we're going to put it on a shirt. We're also going to make it very interactive. If you buy our beer glass and drink with us, you'll get a shout out. It'll be like drinking with us virtually. So folks, go over to shopwcbs.com, support independent entertainment because the real world entertainment sucks. And now it's time for the video. World Class Bullshitters has been the premier channel in covering the greatest Star Wars toy news. We covered the decline of the brand. We documented the mountains of unsold merchandise, and we kicked over a lot of Rose Ticos. But today we're talking about something even more embarrassing.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Since 1978, Star Wars merchandise has graced store shelves, and for decades, fans have eaten it up. Over $15 billion of the $33 billion plus of Star Wars revenue has come from toy sales. Generations of kids have played with Star Wars toys, and when those kids grew up, Star Wars grew up with them. Around the time of The Force Awakens, the Star Wars brand began to shift and cater to a new demographic and focus on the new, and I'm using bantha-sized quotations around new, characters. It didn't work. Somehow Disney managed to kill its golden goose by changing everything about it and catering to an audience that didn't like it in the first place. Sales dropped a lot. We often thought once that Hasbro, the main license holder of Star Wars toys, would be fine once they ditched the sequel trilogy and focused more on the original trilogy. Well, today I'm here to tell you that isn't the case. Toy collecting is now bigger than ever. Like Yogurt said,
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
It's not the future, it's the present. Toys, pops, shirts, hats, plastic rings, butt plugs, you name it.
Spaceballs the t-shirt, Spaceballs the coloring book, Spaceballs the lunchbox, Spaceballs the breakfast cereal, Spaceballs the flamethrower. That kids love this one. Last but not least, Spaceballs the doll, me.
If it can be merchandised, it's merchandise.
Adorable.
The internet has made it easier to access all sorts of merchandise, but also created a new way to buy toys. Crowdfunding. If you've never heard of crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising small amounts of money from a large number of people, in modern times typically via the internet. Crowdfunding is a form of crowdsourcing and alternative finance. In 2015, over $34 billion were raised by crowdfunding worldwide. Crowdfunding has become the norm these days. I've used it a few times myself to launch comics. Link in the description to sign up for the newest one, Wokebusters, a paranormal parody where I make fun of the political correctness that is choking the life out of entertainment. Again, link in the description below. Hasbro, the company who has produced Star Wars toys, is no stranger to crowdfunding themselves. HasLab is Hasbro's crowdfunding platform. That, in their words, hopes to bring dream products to the hands of fans. A billion-dollar company needs fans to pay first to make a product. Historically, it's been very successful for Star Wars. The first HasLab project was Jabba's sail barge. It needed 5,000 backers, it got 5,000 plus backers, according to their numbers. After that, the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian. It needed 6,000 backers. It got 28,127. Now they're back with another Star Wars crowdfunder, and it's not going in the direction Hasbro was hoping. The Rancor, Jabba the Hutt's creature from Return of the Jedi, is Hasbro's newest crowdfunding attempt. The Rancor needs 9,000 backers to go into production. Did I leave that part out? The toys don't get made unless they reach their quota, and it doesn't look like anyone's getting their Rancor. As of now, the Rancor has 4,753 backers. Not a bad number, that's more than halfway there. But it was a lot higher last week. Before Thanksgiving, I heard rumblings of this story. The Rancor numbers were dropping. That's not how this was supposed to go. 3 days ago, the Rancor was at 4,769. 16 backers is negligible. Who gives a shit? Well, the day before that, the Rancor had 4,819. The day before that, it had 4,828. 2 days before that, it had 4,931. The day before that, they were just shy of 5,000 backers at 4,999, but earlier that day, they had over 5,000 backers. That's where I come into this very telling tale. 250 people plus have dropped the Rancor, and the number continues to drop. Why? Do people hate toys? No. Do people hate Star Wars? Well, that's possible. Companies can damage a brand, and it's the Star Wars brand that's been damaged beyond repair. Lucasfilm didn't realize this when they made the 7 worst business decisions possible to damage their brand. Brand building is hard, time-consuming work. To build a strong brand, you must create products and services that customers love and then devise an easily recognizable brand image that epitomizes and reinforces that emotion. By contrast, it's surprisingly easy to damage a brand. Heap praise on your own brand. Imagine you're at a party, a guy introduces himself like this: "I'm the smartest, best dressed, most handsome man in the room." You think he's a jackass, right? It's no different when companies claim to be the best in class, innovative, and industry leading. People wonder why it feels necessary to toot your own horn. That sounds like Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy. That's what they said about their work. Oh, we gotta praise it, we gotta build it up. It's the greatest ever. Every piece of Star Wars entertainment from them was the greatest. The praise was to the nth degree. You could not go any higher. Number 2, overpromise then underdeliver. Well, I'm not even going to have to go into this one because we were hyped to the nth degree with all these films. The end of the Skywalker saga. The Rise of Skywalker was a limp noodle of a film. Great ending, thanks JJ. Skimp on customer support. This sounds a lot like how they treat us, the fans. Fans don't like a movie? Fuck you guys. It doesn't matter. You're all bigots. Your opinions are invalid because you're white men. That's not how a company should do anything. Number 4, launch too many brands. Well, Lucasfilm, they may not be brands, but you've launched way too many Star Wars shows. And how many of those have been canceled? I don't trust what you're going to put out on your slate to ever get made. You'll give me some bullshit reasons, some political nonsense. You'll blame Gina Carano. It ain't her fault. You guys, your House of Mouse is not in order. Get it together. Number 5, attack another brand. Again, Lucasfilm loves to attack fan-made stuff. I wonder why they're going after other brands. To make themselves look better? No, they're just dicks. Number 6, using the CEO as the brand image. Hello, Kathleen Kennedy. You have become the face of Star Wars, when in reality it should be Darth Vader. I don't think a brand should be associated with one old lady who's never even helped make the classic films. Kind of like Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige's the face of the MCU. That's not that cool. A dude in a baseball cap. Whoop-de-doo. Awesome. And number 7, rebranding to fix a product problem. Well, Lucasfilm did that with Star Wars. If you were out last year, you saw that all the Star Wars branding had been changed to The Mandalorian is now the brand. Baby Yoda sells merchandise. That's why Kathleen Kennedy's contract was renewed. All that dumb crap. Because they've rebranded Star Wars to fix the problem. Now, as I said, Star Wars has been rebranded as The Mandalorian on store shelves. Baby Yoda and The Mandalorian, they sell. Look at all those HasLab numbers. Now, the original trilogy sells too, so what's up with the Rancor? Well, for one, it looks like shit. We live in the age of lifelike merchandise being released all the time. From Marvel Legends to Hot Toys, there are a lot of figures that look pretty good these days. Really good, actually. And it's all scaled to cost. If you're getting a Hot Toys, you're getting the Cadillac of action figures, the best of the best. Those start around $250. The Rancor is $349, and it looks pretty shitty by comparison. Let's be honest, Hasbro wants you to pay that much money for a 6-inch scaled Rancor to go with their $20 Star Wars figures. And these are their $20 figures. The Rancor is equally ugly. First off, he's the wrong color. The paint job looks cheap, and this doesn't look like a premium toy. Again, look at a Hot Toy for the same amount of money, and now look at this. I'm a collector. I'm not spending my money on a subpar piece of shit just because it says Star Wars. Sorry. If this is the quality, I'm glad I refuse to back HasLab. I don't trust them. Of course, you could repaint your Rancor, but why? It's $350. No more excuses for Hasbro. I came across these photos of a fan repainted Rancor, and it looks a lot better. This sculpt is also from 25 years ago, and it looks closer to the film than the overpriced cousin of E.T. Maybe Hasbro should stop cutting corners on paint applications like they always do. This is not a $27 Marvel Legends figure, but this is your premium line. You don't make nicer toys than this, and this is the best you've got? I can see now why this thing is dying. I'll always wish every crowdfunder the best of luck, but when a multi-billion-dollar corporation tries and fails this hard, I have no sympathy. They could hire elite toy designers, but also hire a bunch of artists to paint the thing. You gotta deliver, Hasbro. This looks like Bill Murray's favorite meal in Caddyshack. It looks like a melted Mars bars. Hasbro, this looks like shit. Do better. You're killing Star Wars. The sequel trilogy won't get enough backers, but fans of the original trilogy aren't going to shell out $350 for literal bantha poodoo. I'm going to keep following this story. I wonder how low it will go. So what do you guys think about this? Like Star Wars crowdfunding that's losing people all the time. The numbers fluctuate, but at the time of this recording, those were the numbers as I have the screenshots. Could it go below that? Anything's possible. I've seen some other places talk about this. I learned about this story before Thanksgiving, but I think in the last few days over on the Infinity Equation channel, it was 2 Cent Toys, one of those 2 channels, they've been covering this story, so make sure you guys are subscribed to their channels to get awesome toy content, and in the future, look for a crossover between us and them. But what do you think about this? Are you laughing that the Star Wars brand can't sell that well? Galactus from the Fantastic Four broke the record. The X-Men Sentinel broke the record. The Ghostbusters Proton Pack, the movie that everyone hates, the nostalgia-choking film, the movie that we can't stand anymore, Ghostbusters, guess what? That worked. Well, that's what happens, folks, when you have a powerful brand. The Star Wars brand is in a bad place, and no matter how much they want to sell you on nostalgia, no matter how much they want to tell you their numbers are great and everyone cares on social media, look, that galaxy far, far away is dead. It's no more. It ceases to be. So folks, sign up for Wokebusters, link in the description below. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have more information in the next coming days. So I got to get out of here, folks. Thank you for watching. Be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.